everybody, my name is Katrina, and today I will be reacting to the rest of Taeyang's solo album. So I just kind of finished, I just listened to the two songs with videos. I loved them, so I kind of know, I have a feeling I'm gonna love these 3 songs. Cause I love him and his voice and everything, so they're gonna be good. So I'm excited. So the 3 songs, so okay, before I say that, so these 3 songs, they don't have videos, and from what I've seen, they don't have lyric videos for them up yet. So I'm just gonna be basically listening to the song from his channel, Taeyang's channel. So it's really just going to be a picture that's on the screen, so there's nothing for me to look at. But I really wanted to listen and react to the songs, so that's why I'm doing them. Also just to have like the full album good and done, or listened to. So the last 3 songs on his album are Reason, Inspiration featuring Benzino. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. And then the last one is Nightfall featuring Brian Chase. So I've heard of the Benzino before. Again, apologize if I'm saying his name wrong. Like, I know he was on, so Peniel from B2B had a solo song called Flip, and I know he was on that. But other than that, I don't really know of him and the Brian Chase person much. But I'm excited. So yeah. Alright, so the first one I'm going to be watching, or listening to, is Reason. Alright, cool. Let's get started.
자기야 아냐 그런 뜻으로 말한 게 아냐 이렇게 오늘도 나는 말 없는 dream 또다시 반복되는 미안해.
Sorry, I'm pausing. Okay, there are no captions. Okay, I was about to say, wait, I'm watching it without captions. Okay, there aren't any. My apologies for pausing. I'm just gonna start it over. My bad. Alright, let's get started.
자기야 아냐 그런 뜻으로 말한 게 아냐 이렇게 오늘도 나는 말 없는 dream 또다시 반복되는 미안해. 갈수록 더 어려워져. 끝까지 한번 풀어볼래. 사랑이란 어려운 문제. 처음부터 난 너였기에 중간도 끝도 너였음 해. 넌 뭐래도 있는 그대로가 아름다워. 가끔 말을 내도 배고파서 짜증내도 이런 내가 너는 믿다 해도 그래 나는 좀 믿어줄래 내 심표는 다 너였기에 마침표 또한 너였음 해 넌 뭐래도 있는 그대로가 아름다워 가끔 말은 내도 배고파서 짜증내도 이런 내가 너는 믿다 해도 그래 너를 이 세상 속에 휩쓸리지 않게 날 버틸 수 있게 해준 그 어떤 모습이라도 난 널 사랑해 넌 내 모든 이유 always is you know it's true you know it's
I love that song. It sounded amazing. It was awesome. I was not expecting that kind of sound. I don't know what like genre kind of music this would be specifically, just because the instrumental was throwing me off on the genre track. I love the instrumental, so let me put that out there first. But it sounded so good. This is the perfect, like, you just want to sway around, just like, this is the perfect song that if you want to like feel like you're just walking on air and just moving around like that, this is the perfect song for that. I was definitely vibing with, sorry, pun not intended, but it came out anyways. But I was grooving with this song. It was so good. Oh my god. And then I love the Glocks that they had, the instrumental, the bell kit. I'm pretty sure that's what the sound was, like how they ended it at the end. It was just so good. It was a nice, delicate ending. Because that's kind of what the song was. It was kind of like a delicate song, but it had like depth to it, which I really loved. It was a great, how that was done was really good. And then that moment when the saxophone came in, oh my god. I was not expecting saxophone. I expect like a bunch of like guitars, pianos, drums, like all that kind of stuff. I kind of see that coming, not necessarily the specific sounds, but I know that's coming when he has a song coming out. But saxophone? Oh, it sounded so smooth. It just all flowed together really well. It all connected really well. And then his voice in it just all meshed and worked together so well. I loved the chorus. Like, I'm assuming Nanan is... Sorry, I heard something. Nanan, I'm assuming that looks like it's the title. Because like how it's written in Korean. I know a little bit. I don't know a lot of Korean, so I'm assuming that's also, he was just saying that the most, so it would make sense that that's the title in Korean. But that aside, this song was gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was so smooth. Like the instrumentation, he surprises me each time. Like, I know he's gonna have great instruments. I know he's gonna have great vocals. But yet, every song he does, it seems to surprise me nonetheless. And it was just so good. It was such a delicate song in the best way possible. This is like one of those like feel good songs. I do kind of want to know what the lyrics are, So when lyric stuff comes out, I'll probably look into that on my own. Just because I know, like with him and Big Bang, lyrics are important. There's like deep meaning behind the lyrics kind of thing. But I love that. And then when he kept singing the I love you part, it got to my heart. Yeah, it felt good hearing that. Sorry. But I loved that song. It sounded beautiful. So, yeah, there's not much more I could say. Let me like it. Yeah, it was amazing. It was just amazing. So the next song on his album that I'm reacting to is Inspiration featuring Benzino. Also, before I do start, if I am saying his name wrong, if you could politely correct me on how to say it, I would appreciate that, because I always feel weird saying people's names wrong. So please feel free to leave that in the comments, how to properly say his name. But awesome, cool. Let's get started.
반짝반짝 넌 MJ 달 위를 걷는 듯해 미끄러지듯 roller skate 날 춤추게 해 from the sunset to the sun 넌 보랏빛 purple rain 물감처럼 번져 아름다운 널 흠지근한 이유 find 넌 나의 queen, let's rock and roll 넌 내 삶이라서 난 죽음 뒤에도 다시 태어날 거야 넌 내 시작이기에 난 끝없이 너와 영원할 테니까 메마른 사막에 난 오늘 현철이는 반짝이는 정장 입고 그대 허리를 감으면서 난 그대 맘을 서리해 황홀해 밀어볼 땐 소리 그대랑 춤을 추네 빙글빙글 징그럽게 내 오른손 목을 그대 막 뒤틀어서 돌고 돌아 안착시켜 가슴에 그대 몸에 내 눈 레이저 올라가는 내 심장 페이더 Turn it up my DJ 손을 올려 내 어깨뽕에 당신밖에 난 없어 나와 함께하면 폭소 나오게 살게 해줄게 메마른 사막에 oasis 내게 머물러줘 stand by me 저 푸른 초원 뒤에 나 누워서 너라는 별을 품을 거야 There's no creation without your direction your love and patience my inspiration, new sensation, my only passion, true destination. 메마른 사막에 oasis 내게 머물러줘 stand by me 저 푸른 초원 뒤에 나 누워서 너라는 별을 품을 거야
Awesome. Loved it. That was good. I was listening to it, and as I was listening to it, I think I forgot that this song had a feature. So when Benzino came in, it threw me off for a second because I forgot that he was in the song because I got so into it at the beginning that I forgot. And then he came in and it was awesome. He sounded good. Like, I feel like I've heard him in something else aside from the song I mentioned before, because his voice sounds so familiar, but I don't know what it is what else I might have heard him from. But he's got like a specific kind of sound when he raps, which is like cool. It's quite different, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I love the song. Let me put that out there. I can't speak properly. I love the song, so let me just put that out there first. It was great. I enjoyed it. Once again, the instrumentals, so good. His voice, just awesome. He's absolutely amazing. And then the part like right before, right before Benzino came in, the music kind of changed a bit. And you had the flute and trumpet come in. Amazing. I literally said, just in that last song, when the saxophone came in, I loved it and I would have never expected it. He did the same thing in this one. I would have not... I don't think of him using like wind instruments in his music. And I don't see a lot of K-pop people doing that, like just from the songs I know. So the fact that he's already used like 3 different wind instruments in only 2 of his songs, Jesus, he might have used more and I just can't hear it, but sounded so good. And then the aesthetic that he has on his album cover, this song fits that perfectly, because it sounded like it was either the flute that was in there, it sounded like it might have been maybe a wooden flute or like a pan flute. I want to say it's one of those. But I might be wrong. It could be like certain effects or when recording a bit different, but it sounded so cool and it was upbeat and it was different and fun and it gave a different kind of life to the song. But I love that they did the flute and the trumpets kind of together, because they had contrast with each other, but with that contrast they complemented each other really well, because you've got this higher like earthy kind of wood sound from the flute, and then you have the trumpet come in and you've got like a deeper brassy sound, and they just complemented each other really, really well, and it sounded amazing. Like I said, Benzino's rap threw me off more just because I wasn't expecting him, because I completely forgot he was in it because I got so into it at the beginning. I loved his rap. I love how they transitioned to him. I thought that sound was quite unique. I enjoyed that. And then it went into, I think it was towards the end. There was like a talking, singing kind of thing, that it was a couple words at a time kind of thing. I think that was TAEYANG. It sounded like him, but that was so cool. Like, it was different. I wouldn't have expected something like that to be in one of his songs. Just because, like, I've said it before, but when you can sing so well, you sing well on your songs. And he's done that, but he's also done things where it kind of changes things up. And I love that. He's effectively done that in all of his songs on this album. Songs in the past too, but I'm just talking about his new ones. He's done that, and he's just done such a great job at doing that. And it's amazing. I freaking love this one. This had a bit more of an upbeat, bit more of a bouncy, but it still had like that swaying, grooving kind of vibe to it, and it sounded absolutely beautiful. But the aesthetic of his album cover, like that you can see here, I feel like that song and Seed fit the aesthetic the most. But I say that, but then Reason also fits. I think the flute's making me think it fits more, because I'm thinking of like a wooden flute and he's sitting on a big log. So I think that's why I'm saying this one the most. They all kind of do. But I love the song. It was so good. Alright. So the next song I'll be listening to is called Nightfall featuring Brian Chase. I don't know who Brian Chase is. I don't know if he's Korean or if he's from somewhere else. I didn't look into it at all before because I didn't want to get any spoilers. So I tried to not... Well, I did watch the spoilers. I didn't want to get more spoilers than what was given to me by his company. Him and his company. There we go. So I don't really know who this person is, but I'm excited to listen. So, cool. Alright, let's get started.
이번에 해가 뜨고 지면 알 수 있을까 어둠이 찾아오는 이유를 이번에 달이 뜨고 지면 볼 수 있을까 아침이 밝아오는 그날을 빨갛게 타오르는 그리움에 더 선명해져 아름답게 바랜 사진 같은 설렘 널 위한 노을이 되어 세상을 물들이고 나면 널 만나러 갈게 이 밤이 지난 후에 I'm coming home for you my babe 저 찬란하게 빛나는 crown 내가 있는 곳에서 Turn to you up It's about the time 멈춰버린 나의 영광 찾기 위해 I'm coming down God I need some water Steady running on empty I'm tired Can you send it now and let it rain down on my soul No matter what I'll be with you Even if it's dark and it gets hard to find you I'll be with you We'll be somewhere hid inside And it won't be too long now Cause the sun is coming over the cloud Yeah, yeah And I'll see you once again 빨갛게 타오르는 그리움에 더 선명해져 아름답게 바랜 사진 같은 설렘 널 위한 노을이 되어 세상을 물들이고 나면 널 만나러 갈게 이 밤이 지난 후에 I'm coming home for you my babe 저 찬란하게 빛나는 crown 내가 있는 곳에서 Turn to you up It's about the time 멈춰버린 나의 영광 찾기 위해 I'm coming down 눈으로 지새운 밤 기나긴 터널을 지나 내 거센 빗바람이 멈추면 The night falls down The sun goes high Baby I'm coming to you I'm coming home for you my babe 저 찬란하게 빛나는 crown 내가 있는 곳에서 Turn to you up It's about the time 멈춰버린 나의 영광 찾기 위해 I'm coming down 저 찬란하게 빛나는 crown 네가 있는 곳에서 얼룩져버린 나의 영광 찾기 위해 I'm coming down
I loved that one. Same thing kind of happened as the last one. I forgot that someone else was in it, and then when I heard a different voice, it threw me off for a second. I really want to say that the Brian Chase person isn't Korean. I think it's more just how they were pronouncing things, but I obviously don't know. They could be Korean and just like, they could just be fluent in English, or they could have been born in an English speaking country. I don't know. But I guess more the style. It sounded a bit more like of an American type sound to me. Like the Brian Chase, his part did. But he sounded good. The guy sounded good. For a second, like, I feel like I heard, I don't want this to be negative or anything. I don't know if people will take it negatively, but he kind of had some like Justin Bieber-esque sound to him. I'm not necessarily a Justin Bieber fan. Like, I didn't necessarily follow him, but he does have songs that I do enjoy, and I think he has really good songs, especially for karaoke. He's got a lot of songs that are great for karaoke. But so I liked the sound. The guy sounded good. It sounded like he had quite a bit of like an auto-tune on his voice, which I'm assuming is a stylistic choice he likes to have. But it sounded cool. How they changed into him, like, was awesome. I enjoyed that. So I think this is definitely one of my favorite, this song had one of my favorite choruses. I just love the I'm coming home. I love that. I can't explain why. I feel like it's the idea of, so one, I think this is the perfect song to end the album because of the chorus. Because when I hear the chorus, it kind of feels like after all this time that I have been away, that I haven't released stuff, that I haven't been doing or been active in the music industry, I'm finally coming back home with this album. That's what I got from this song, which I love because he's one of my favorite, one of my favorite K-pop artists, but probably just one of my favorite artists in general. Like, I've loved like all of his stuff. But so I love that this is his like final song of the album, and it's basically saying, I'm coming back. I'm coming back home. I'm coming to where I belong, where I've always belonged. And I love that. I think that's just so cool. I love it. And how he sang it was awesome. And then the end, like towards the end, he was going, and then he went into the higher notes, and it kind of, the instruments went a bit lower, like out of the way so he could shine, which was awesome. And then it kind of changed a bit, and it kind of didn't have as much instruments. I want to say kind of slowed down, but it might have not literally slowed down. It was like a feel of slowing down, then him coming in again without too much instruments, and then the instruments kind of popping back in. That sounded so awesome. It was so well done. It was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed the song. I thought it was amazing. And the presence of bass he had at the beginning and like throughout, like at different parts, was amazing. It was so good. So good. I love good bass sounds. But yeah, okay. I loved all three of the songs. Oh, well, I love the whole album. I'm gonna say it there. Every single song on it was so amazing. So this is a no skip album for me. I loved everything on it. It was absolutely amazing. So I actually did the pre-save on Apple, so they're all gonna be on my phone. Like, definitely. I don't think I can pick a favorite on the album. Just because they were all so good and so different. I think I might pick, if I had to pick, I think I might say Seed might be towards the top, because I've been a person, I've always loved soulful sounding music, when someone's able to put their whole self into the song and you really hear the emotion, which you'd think that it's actually, that like most artists can do it, but it's a bit more challenging to do than some may think. Like, you can put sounds into a song and love the song when singing it, but really being dedicated to the song, to the lyrics, to every aspect of it, and putting your whole being into it is a bit harder to do. And he constantly does that, and it amazes me every single time. He's just amazing at what he does, and I absolutely love it. And I'll say this now, when I was first beginning my K-pop journey, I was kind of one of those people that was one group stan. They're the best group. They're the only group. That's all that matters to me. I was that kind of person when I first started with K-pop. And then I heard his song, Eyes, Nose, Lips, and it completely changed everything. So I didn't necessarily get into K-pop because of him and Big Bang, but it was because of him and Big Bang that allowed me to spread my wings and get into all of K-pop and more of K-pop and all that. So I owe so much of my K-pop journey to him, and the fact that he's back after so much time, it makes me very happy. And the fact that I love all of his songs, and that I genuinely think all of his songs are just really good, makes me really happy, because he's amazing. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional here. But so what I was saying before, I think Seed might be closer to one of my favorites on this album, because so I've always gone for soulful songs, and I love ballads. I may put dancier songs on a bit more often, because sometimes you just want to jump around, hear a good fun upbeat song. But my favorite songs always end up being those ballad-like songs, the emotional ones, like with EXO. My top 2 songs from EXO are Miracles in December and I believe Lights Out. And then my favorite from Big Bang are Loser, If You, and then from him, I like all of his stuff, but Eyes, Nose, Lips is one of my favorites from him. So it's always, and then also, there are other ones, but I can't think of the names off the top of my head at the moment, so I won't bring those up. But the ballad-like songs that are done well by groups typically end up being my favorite. So I feel like Seed is going to be that. But I think that one would also be a potential for my favorite, just because I love what I've interpreted the meaning of the song to be. I love that it seems like it's a song for the fans and thanking the fans, but I also feel like it's a song representing the journey he's been on, and a thank you to his bandmates and all the people that have helped him get to where he is. And I just love when artists do that, because it makes, because us as fans dedicate so much time to listening to them because we genuinely love them, and they make us feel better. So hearing a song where it's kind of dedicated to them, I just love. I feel like it's us getting recognized and thanked, and I just absolutely love that. So if I absolutely had to pick a potential, I'm thinking it might be Seed, but all of them are really good and really different that I don't have a definitive number one. But yeah, I absolutely loved that song. It was, the songs, sorry. Yeah. So, all right. That's the end of my reaction. If you have any recommendations for me for anything, please do feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if any of you know who Brian Chase is, please do leave any information about him in the comments too, because I don't know who he is, so I'd greatly appreciate that too. And if you don't necessarily want to leave something in the comments, but you still want to send something or tell me something, I do have an Instagram. I'm going to try to be a bit more active as time goes on. I'm not the best on social media, but I want to become better. So I'm going to try to be a bit more active there. So if you want to send me something, you can send it there. I'll leave the link to my Instagram in the description. But yeah, love the album, no skip. And I'm excited to hear more from him. I'm just very excited. So that'll be it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. I know there wasn't videos to watch, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!